Ladies. We are here tonight on the show. How's everybody doing tonight? And tonight we start things off with apparently after Raw went off the air last night, they went backstage. The Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, along with their opponent Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and apparently they got into a really bad argument. Apparently, a lot of the stuff did not go the way they wanted. A lot of stuff was messed up. And apparently they were frustrated with each other. I guess Kevin Owens is really having anger management problems. But apparently it is being said it was just yelling and arguing. No punches were ever thrown. I believe they said not at any time did anybody threaten to throw any punch. It was just an argument out of frustration. So apparently the match did not go the way they had planned. I'm not sure. They're not really getting into detail who was really arguing. They just said all members in the main event. So pretty much like I said, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor. That's where all the members were in it. Apparently, they were just not happy with the way the match went, and they got into a shouting argument backstage after the show was over. So there's that. Merchandise sales, on a more positive note, are doing fantastic for WWE. They're clicking on all cylinders. Very happy with the way the merchandise sales have gone. And also another thing is the freaking SmackDown, man. SmackDown averaged, so their viewers was 2.5 million this past Friday. They said at one point it was up to 3 million. In between the sort of the second hour for the Bloodline segment, they were up to 3 million views. Fantastic show, man. So yeah, man, 2.5 million. And it been like these numbers have not been put up in like at least 3 years. I mean, the 3 million for at one point, that's pretty crazy, man. And overall, they get a 2.5 million, man. Very good numbers, man, for freaking Friday Night SmackDown, man. The report is also they're gonna end this storyline at SummerSlam. That's what they're saying. So that's pretty interesting. And they're not gonna want to drag this out with how much it's doing. But there's a lot of people that believe it's going to be over at SummerSlam after Roman Reigns and Jey Uso fight. Last one, Bray Wyatt, man. Undertaker said in an interview he believes they got to bring back the original Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds. Maybe put on the Wyatt family along with him again. I mean, obviously, you still have Eric Rowan, but obviously Luke Harper passed away a few years ago, so you can't really do that anymore unless you just, put more. Maybe you can put what's his name is brother Bo Dallas, who was most likely, nobody got confirmed, but most likely was playing Uncle Howdy's part a few months ago when Bray Wyatt first came back. But yeah, he said turn him back into the original Bray Wyatt, and maybe even bring the Wyatt family back. It was reported that back in 2019 they were trying to make the puppets come to life. And it never, when he had the Fire Funhouse, and it never happened. But apparently that was a plan at some point in 2019 to bring some of the toys, to bring them alive. The puppets, bring them alive. They already even had some NXT wrestlers. They were going to play the puppets. But that did not happen. But the belief is Bray Wyatt's dealing with something, and that's why he's not coming back. He's been out for pretty much January, February. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know what's eat. A lot of people believe he could be the next one for Roman Reigns because it would make sense. Because 3 years ago, Roman Reigns came back and cost Bray Wyatt I don't even remember. I think it was a Universal Championship match between Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. And so it would make sense 3 years later at the exact same show, Bray Wyatt comes back and starts feuding with Roman Reigns. So that's been something that's been talked about. But we don't know, man. As of right now, Bray Wyatt has not been cleared to come back to WWE and compete. I think that's about it with the news, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is about it with the news. Let's do SmackDown. Monday Night Raw, July 10, 2023. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this show was very Judgment Day kind of heavily show. Oh boy. So from Buffalo, New York, man, freaking Monday Night Raw kicks off with freaking Finn Balor, man. He does a freaking promo. And then freaking Rhea Ripley and Dominic come on. They're like, what's going on with you and Damian Priest? You guys got to settle everything. And I guess they're like, we're not doing that out here. We're doing backstage. So then they just freaking go backstage and they talk it out with Damian Priest. And he said, man, yeah, we're cool and everything like that. And I think at one point, too, Seth Rollins came out and interrupted them. And then it set up a match between Seth Rollins and Dominic later on the show. So then, man, we freaking get a first match of the night was Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle. The start was kind of weak. It wasn't very that good. It was just pretty much like a freaking promo with first Finn Balor, then Dominic and Rhea Ripley, and then Seth Rollins. It was kind of weak. Anyways, Drew McIntyre, Matt Riddle versus Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Da Vinci. And you always know fucking the Imperium loses anytime fucking Gunther's not in the match. So obviously freaking Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle win. After the match, Kaiser and Gunther leave Da Vinci there like a pendejo because he was the one that got pinned. Although kind of both did because as you know, Drew McIntyre had Claymore and was pinning Da Vinci. At the same time, freaking Matt Riddle had the ankle lock on Ludwig Kaiser, and he could have tapped out too. So, whatever. But they're just pissed that Gunther and Kaiser just walk away and leave Da Vinci there. They're pissed because he's the one they got pinned. And then let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. And so we get a freaking backstage segment, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and they're talking about who's going to be their next opponent for the tag team champions. And then they name a bunch of tag teams, and then all of a sudden, freaking Rhea Ripley and Dominic show up. They're like, what about us, man? Any combination at the Judgment Day will take those tag team titles away. And they just start arguing. It's kind of hilarious. It would set up the main event. So pretty much now we get Dominic versus Seth Rollins in a one-on-one match. But the match never happens. Dominic just starts running all over the arena until eventually Rollins runs into Damian Priest and Finn Balor. It's a 3-on-1 attack. They're beating the shit out of him. And out comes Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to save him. And so, like I said, them getting kind of promoted earlier in the night by Rhea Ripley and Dominic. They come out to even up the odds for Seth Rollins. It sets up a 6-man tag team match to be the main event. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Sami Zayn versus the Judgment Day. That was the main event. This match really never happened between Dominic and Rey Mysterio. I beg your pardon, between Dominic and Seth Rollins. Then we freaking get we get the freaking Ricochet comes out to the ring. You know, he's doing a promo. I think it's the first time ever I see Ricochet do a promo. Maybe a little bit more fire. He was kind of calm, you know, just talking about how, you know, he was, I don't know about it, man. But anyways, freaking that I guess he wasn't professional. Because it was kind of a weird because they were trying to go off something that happened off real life. That they messed up the move on Money in the Bank, the Spanish Fly. But then they're also trying to get into a storyline so they're like, so the way Logan Paul did this on his podcast was at first he was being realistic. Yeah, I fucked up the move. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But then, when they had him have the fight backstage to set up the SummerSlam or set up the feud for SummerSlam, he's like, yeah, man, that's why I got into a fight with him backstage. I was frustrated that we messed up the move. So it kind of doesn't make sense how they're feuding because it's like Logan Paul is calling him unprofessional for not like doing a move that's gonna hurt Logan Paul. Right? It's like somebody in the UFC locking like an armbar. You didn't do it the right way. It didn't look good, but it still hurts them. And that's what the whole and then you attack them backstage. You motherfucker, you didn't make that armbar. You didn't lock it up good. You're not a professional. You didn't lock the armbar, but it still hurt you. It's kind of weird. And it's like, so Ricochet's like, yeah, I'm not an unprofessional, man. How disrespectful you call me an unprofessional, man, and shit like that. Logan Paul comes out and, he just freaking, he's like, listen, man, he pretty much like, Logan Paul does not appear to be interested in having a match. He's like, dude, you're trying to just make a moment. You're good at flips and all that stuff. But when it comes to making a moment, I am the moment, man. I'm just not interested in you. And then Ricochet just fucking jumps off the ropes, through the ropes on some fucking Spider-Man type shit. And then Logan's like, that was impressive, man. That's a TikTok. But that's the problem, and I'm not a TikToker, man. And then he just walks away, and as he walks away, he goes back. He tries to cheap shot him. Ricochet gets out of the way, and he hits him with I think they call it sliced bread. Is that what they call that move? On the fucking floor, off the apron. So yeah, I mean, slowly setting up this feud. It's good, I guess, for Ricochet to get some microphone time, to see if I would have just done something more like I'm pissed off, have them all pissed off, like after what happened, especially with the Brawl, right? Kind of move on from the Money in the Bank spot. Just freaking, you motherfucker, you want to fight me, man? We ran each other into Royal, they had that spot at Royal Rumble, and then we keep running into each other. You want to brawl with me? Let's fight. I'll change it to a match at SummerSlam. Very simple. And then Logan Paul, what he did was fine. I'm not interested in this. I mean, almost like I'm too big of a star for you. That was good by Logan. But Ricochet's the opening of his promo should have been more like turning quick, like just pissed off about everything that's going on in the Brawl, especially the Brawl. Go off the Brawl backstage more that happened after Money in the Bank more than this. You know what I mean? But anyways, whatever. Let's move on. We get Becky Lynch versus Zoe Starks. But they actually had Zoe Starks in the match, man. Obviously, got help from Trish Stratus. They're still kind of surprised they had Zoe Starks pin Becky Lynch here. Kind of impressive. And then we freaking have the Alpha Academy graduation for Maxine. Everybody's wearing a cap and gown. Everybody looking like bottles of ketchup. And then freaking Valhalla comes out. Though first they play the Viking Raiders music. So they got their backs turned. They're waiting for the Viking Raiders to come out. But then Valhalla comes from behind and attacks Maxie Dupree and takes her fucking, they give her like a Letterman's jacket. She takes it away from her. And that's pretty much the segment. Whatever. It was kind of funny. Anyways, let's continue to move on. Monday Night Raw is kind of like, there's just so many fucking ads on this article, man. Oh, man, let's see here. Wow. Fucking shit, man. All right, where the fuck am I on this fucking shit, man? Oh my god, Monday Night Raw is so fucking frustrating to recap. There's like so many ads that pop up. The fucking articles are so fucking long. Let's move along. We got fucking Shayna Baszler. She had a match versus Emma. She fucking obviously beats her right away. Ronda Rousey comes out. They brawl. This time they make Ronda Rousey look a little bit stronger. Last week they made Shayna Baszler look stronger. You know, her hitting the knee on her and on the face and then just walking away. This time Ronda Rousey trying to get the armbar locked in. She can't. Shayna Baszler walks away. And that was pretty much it. Pretty much it, man. Like I said, Shayna... slowly building up to that match. We get Cody Rhodes doing a promo for Brock Lesnar. Pretty much challenges them to a match at SummerSlam. But Brock Lesnar nowhere to be found. I think they said he's going to be back next week, Brock Lesnar. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what might have been the best match of the night, man. Miz versus Tommaso Ciampa. No disqualification, man. This might have been the best match of the night, man. Obviously, chair spots all over the damn place. Damn fighting all over the ringside. Very fun. I think at one point they threw in one of them. The Miz got thrown right into the lap of Kevin Patrick. It was kind of hilarious. At the end, Tommaso hits a freaking the table spot, puts Miz through a fucking table. But then fucking Bronson Reed comes out and he beats the shit out of Tommaso Ciampa. He hits, he goes to the top rope and hits a splash, and he just walks away. And then the Miz pins Tommaso Ciampa. So now that I guess they're gonna put Bronson Reed with the Miz. But that's pretty much how the match was. But it was a really fun match, man. Fun match. The Miz wins it. Then we get we're gonna have a tag team match: Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville versus Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. Before the match, there's another backstage segment: Rhea Ripley with Raquel Rodriguez saying, "Hey, if you continue to get in my way, we're gonna have a serious problem." And that's strike two. Strike three, it's gonna be bad. And then Chelsea was like, strike one, strike two, strike three, you're out. Basketball, pendejo face for Chelsea Green. And then it lives like, you don't understand, man. We're not afraid of you. We're not scared of you. So they just, they're still, they're still playing, I guess, to a Raquel Rodriguez versus Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. So then you have the match. They're at ringside watching Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville versus Carter and Chance. Obviously, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville win. They got to keep their momentum as they're the number one contender for the tag team champions. Next week, they announced Matt Riddle versus Gunther one-on-one, and Imperium is banned for ringside. And then we have the main event. Like I said, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn versus Dominic, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor. It was a fun match, I thought. But apparently, like I said, at the opening, it didn't go as well as they planned. At the end, I believe Sami Zayn's going to hit the Haluva kick, but Rhea Ripley grabs him by the foot. And that's how Judgment Day is able to is able to freaking capitalize and win. Freaking Priest hits the South of Heaven on Sami Zayn, and then Balor hits the coup de grace, and that's how they win the match. Judgment Day wins the match. At the end, they just have I never get it when the heels win the tag team match. To me, it doesn't look good. The heels are just in the ring celebrating, and the baby faces are just outside, like looking like pendejos. I would rather just fucking have like the heels just make the baby faces maybe just laying down like either in the ring or like outside on the floor, like, oh, I'm hurt, I got my ass whooped. They're just, you got Seth Rollins like a pendejo just standing on the ramp. Same thing with Kevin Owens. Those are that's your World Heavyweight Champion and your tag team champions. And okay, they lost, but can we have them look like hurt. Like they're just like, and that's how the show fucking ends with the Judgment Day celebrating in the ring and freaking Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens just looking at them on the ramp like pendejos, like, what the fuck, we lost. The whole fucking time they had a backstage segment motivating each other. We're the champions. You're the world heavyweight champion. We're the tag team champions. We got this. And then you fucking lose. Like I said, okay, fine, but can you like have like maybe Kevin laying down on maybe on one of like on the side of the commentating table, maybe Sami Zayn on the ramp, maybe trying to get up, and then maybe Seth Rollins maybe put him like on the side of the ring, kind of trying to, you know, still hurt from getting South of Heaven, or who was it? Sami Zayn, the one that got South of Heaven, and then the, you know, I don't know. I don't like how the babyfaces are just staying there like, we lost, and the show just fucking goes off the air. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it. It was a good show. I thought it was better than last week. I thought it was better than you know, a lot of Judgment Day, but like I said, the Miz and Ciampa match, believe it or not, like I said, was probably the best match of the night. That disqualification match with But yeah, I mean, it was a good show. But until next time, I'm finished. Oh man, Raw is so hard to review, guys. I mentally, like, I'm tired of reading this shit.